Google has just dropped a bombshell in the AI world with the highly anticipated Gemini model. And it is creating quite a buzz lately, and it is said to be a game changer in the world of AI. But the big question is, can Gemini really outperform GPT-4 in various fields? The numbers do say so. So what I'm going to do is a set of training experiments are lined up for you. And in today's video, I'm going to test Gemini and GPT-4 on a mathematics contest. These questions are taken from the recent Philippines Mathematics Olympiad. This took place on December 2nd last week. I hope neither of these models have seen these questions yet. So grab some popcorn, buckle up, and join me on this exciting journey as we pit Gemini against GPT-4 in a head-on battle of wits. Let's see who lives up to the hype and proves its mettle. Let's begin. Let's start with the first question. This is the question. We have three positive integers, a, b, c, and an equation given. Given this equation, we want to find out the values of a plus b plus c. Okay. There are total five questions in this Olympiad. I know the correct answers, so I will be able to compare the results from both BARD and GPT-4. So when I ask this question to GPT, to BARD, to Gemini model, the it comes with an answer instantly. The answer is 17, and it says that the value of ABC is 337. Yeah, the correct answer is indeed 17. Uh, and let me go further. What does it say? How does it do? Okay, so it uses Python code to find the answer. Let's see the code. Mm, okay, so this is not what I was expecting, but what Gemini did is it wrote Python code to just write different integer values for ABC and then find the correct answer. Luckily, it got the right answer, which is 17, but 3317 is not the correct combination. However, this is kind of cheating because what I'm interested in is the reasoning capability and not the ability to write Python code and get the answer. So we are going to discard this. Um, let me head on to GPT and see what it did. Okay, so GPT-4, same question. What does it say? It gets into some explanation, mm, formats the question pretty well. Yeah, this is exactly the equation. It looks well here. I find the value. It does some approximation and tells me, what does it tell me further? It says 371. No, 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 not right. 1137. No, that's no. 11 is not the right answer. Okay, so 11 is not the right answer. This is wrong. So if I just feed these values into this equation, I say to let me just feedback GPT with the feedback saying this is not correct. These values will not give me 3.14, it will give me 3.12. What does GPT say? It says yes, you're right, and now it is doing a different approximation, which is saying 3 plus. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so what it does to solve this problem is a little bit of math background, people will know this. uh, when you have some integers like this part is going to be 3 and this part is going to be 1.414, because when you have some integers here and divisibility by 1 is happening, this number will always be a decimal and this will be the integer part. So this cannot, if these are all integers, this has to be 3. Yeah, that's a tricky part, but I think GPT after the feedback was able to take that forward. And by assuming this is 3 and now it becomes a much smaller problem to solve it, does that get it? Yes, it gets 377. Yeah, that's the correct combination and the answer is 17. Yes, it did. Let's go to Bart and see. Okay, so Bart got an answer which is 3317. This is wrong. This combination is not. The 17 luckily is correct, but ABC are wrong. So let's feed that. First, let me ask it, can you try solving it with reasoning and not using Python code? Okay, that's because I don't want you to use code. Okay. It tries some approximation. Good. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I approximated this. Finding C is a teacher. No. Okay. You. Okay. By the way, it's kind of biased. Looks like because of the in context data, it still thinks that 3317 is the correct answer. No, it's not the correct answer. So let me feedback that to it, saying that This option does not give me 3.12, it gives me 3.32. It says you are correct. I can't find that. So okay, Gemini gives up. Let me tell it the correct answer. So I tell Gemini the correct answer, 377. It says, great, thank you. Sorry, I don't know. Okay. Gemini gives up on this problem. Not so complicated problem. Gemini gives up. ChatGPT was also wrong. GPT-4 was also wrong in the first attempt. But when I gave it a slight hint saying that your answers are not correct, they don't add up, it did pretty good thinking the way humans would think to solve this problem, and it got it right. So round one, GPT-4 wins. Let's move to the next question. The next question is, it's very easy. It says find the area of a rhombus if you know the diagonals are 14 and 48. It's a very straightforward formula based question, and GPT gets us right, which is 336. Let's see what Bard does. Bard also gets it right. So this is the third question, a pretty easy question, I would say. It says 11 integers have a mean of 10. If we add 20 to the first four and subtract 24 from the last seven, what would be the new mean? Pretty easy, not a very tough question. GPT-4 solves it, and it gives a explanation on how it solves it. Yes, and the answer is 2. That's correct. So it's a very easy question. It gets it right. Let's go to Bard and see how does it do. Bard also gets it right, but it has used Python code. It looks like Bard is preferring to use code to solve most problems. Maybe it's biased from my history or what. But yeah, let's tell it to use reasoning and not code. So I'm asking it, don't use code, use reasoning. So let's see. Okay, initial state. It starts to reason, saying that this is how the numbers will change, and then okay, and then it does this. Okay, yeah, it does find that the new mean is 2. Okay, again, quick round. Fourth question. What you have is, you have a 5 digit 5 digit number 764AB, and you have to find the largest possible value of a into b square such that this number should be divisible by 6. Okay, this is a little tricky than the previous questions. Basically, for this combination, find all possible, basically find out the numbers for which it will be divisible by 6 such that ab square is maximized. Okay, so let's ask this to Bard. What does it say? It says 729. No, that's not possible. That's not the that's not a value which is possible. Okay, because I know the correct answer. Again, it writes Python code. Okay, no, 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 no. This is not correct. 726 is not the correct answer. Let's feed that to Bard. That's not correct. This is wrong. Try again. How did it? No. Okay, it doesn't tell what. How did it get that 729? Okay. Anyways, it tries to write code again. Okay. Okay. Fine. Let's see. No, 128 is also not the right answer. I know what the right answer is, over 500. This is not the right answer. Okay. So let's say it's still wrong. By the way, what is the value of A and B? So let's ask, what is the value of A and B that you found that is giving you this answer? So it says 125. No, you're always trying to do it with reasoning, not with code. Why? It says 2 and 8. 2 and 8 is okay. These are correct. Values are okay, but this is not the maximum value. Okay, that's not, sorry. So the correct answer has 8A and B. A and B are both 8. So I'm just telling, to Bard, to Gemini, that this is the correct answer, will not work. It says, yes, it does. But wow, what? 764 is not divisible by 6? No, no, no. It is divisible by 6. How? Why are you saying this? Let's see. Divisibility by 2. Yes, divisibility by 3. Sum is divisible by 3. Yeah, correct. But it's not divisible by 2. Why are you checking for 2? No, so this is where you got it wrong, Gemini. When you're checking, this number is divisible by 2. That's done. And if you just check for divisible by 3, why you're still checking it for 2? And you already told it's 2. Okay, so this is where you messed up. This is the part where you messed up. So, and that's the reason you think that this is not correct. No, this is correct, and you're not able to. So, GPT couldn't do that. So let's say you're still wrong. GPT is 64488 is indeed the correct answer, divisible by 4. It says yes. Yes, okay. It ends up accepting its mistake, but it couldn't solve it even after multiple feedback. Let's go to chat GPT-4 and see. Similar approach, GPT-4, divisibility by 2 and then by 3. Yes, it got it right. And then to maximize, it is trying multiple conditions, and then it's saying that to maximize this, you will get 512. Yes, that's the correct answer, which is at A, B, and 8. Okay, that's correct. So GPT-4 was able to get this problem solved. So round 4, GPT-4 wins. The last question. This is a probability question, and I assume both should get it right because at the end, deep learning models are all dealing with probabilities. Mhm. So what we have, a urn contains two white and two black balls. John draws two balls simultaneously from the yarn. If the balls are of different colors, he stops. Otherwise, he returns both to the yarn and then repeats the process. What is the probability that it stops after three draws? Not very complicated. Let's see how GPT-4 tries it. So basically, there are three successive probabilities that you have to do. That on the first attempt, and then the second and the third, right? So on the probability of drawing two balls at the first attempt is one third, which is correct. Probability of drawing two balls at the second attempt is also correct, which is one third. And drawing two balls of different colors in the third draw is, no, this is wrong. You cannot have a probability which is more than one. 4 by 3 is wrong. It should be 2 by 3. This is wrong. Yeah. So based on this, what it does is you have to multiply the three, which is correct. You get a 14%. Yeah, the answer is 7%, 7.4%. And this become, but this is wrong. And the reason is, I think this one is clearly wrong. You cannot have a probability which is more than 4. Let's speed that up. Uh, how can you get 4 by 3 as probability which is greater than 1? GPT-4 says, yes, you are correct. The probability cannot be more than 1. So it retries. This time it says one third, and one third again. This is wrong. The probability of drawing two balls of two different colors. So there, it's fine. There are two ways to do this, which is, this was slightly tricky where GPT-4 got it wrong. This one third is correct, but there are two different colors. So there is actually two different ways of doing this. So it's 2 by 3. So it's actually half of the correct answer. So GPT-4 did a good attempt, but finally wrong answer. Let's go to Bard and see. Bard says, surely the probability that John stops after three draws is one. I don't know. This is such a weird line to start with. The probability. This is exactly what I was asking. The probability of three. Out of three is one. I don't know what it means. It's something completely wrong. It gives a transition diagram. Okay, and then it tries to model that. That's also okay. That's also a little more complicated way of thinking. If you compare this with this thinking, this is exactly how mathematicians would think. This is more, I think, this is a little more complicated, but okay. Transition state, and it says half one. No, 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 no. You got it wrong almost at every stage, and that's why you're wrong. Yeah, this is not right. Show the code. Are you using code for this? Okay. Hmm. Everywhere code. Okay, but this is wrong. Okay, but this is way too wrong. But was still trying to get it almost right. This should be 2 by 3, and you get it right. Okay, so final round, and I would say both failed in this. We have the leaderboard, and in this very very small test, looks like GPT wins, and Gemini doesn't. However, this doesn't generalize. This can't be generalized because we have to generalize this on a very large corpus of questions to understand it. But this was just a small attempt to understand, to compare the two. So I think only time will say which model is better. There's enough room for both the parties to catch up and make things better. So in an upcoming video, let's take a new field of research and see in that area how does the competition happen between Gemini and GPT-4. So stay tuned for the next video where we'll compare them again. Bye bye till then.